Okay, that was really weird. My camera just like went off for some reason. I have no idea why. So this is gonna have to be uploaded in two parts, I guess. Um, we were on deck 4. And it wasn't quite finished. So, yeah. So for deck 4, you're very strong, very wise, a little bit secretive, but very beautiful or handsome, and very, very, very strong. So just keep up your strength. Alright, for deck 5, how are people perceiving you? You've got sacrifice in reverse with love, with the chariot, with the star. Okay, so this is telling me that people feel you're putting off the vibe of you give off a very sensual vibe, a very successful, a very romantic person, someone who's willing to sacrifice things for those that they love, a very bright and shiny person, happy, loving, giving, kind, caring. I'm getting a very I'm getting kind of a younger energy. I feel like you might be a younger person, someone who enjoys the spotlight, and someone who likes to be seen as beautiful, someone who very much enjoys the company of other people, likes to be the center of attention. I also feel like you project that you are single, even if you aren't single. You give off the vibe that you're single. I kind of feel like you are a little bit emotionally unavailable, like you're wanting love, but you're not sure if you're willing to sacrifice, your habits or your single life to be in a relationship. Or if you are in a relationship, you're probably giving off the vibe that you might want to be single sometime soon because you feel sexy, you feel desirable, you feel like you shouldn't have to give up yourself to be in a relationship with someone else. Which you don't have to anyway, if you feel that way. You can always be yourself and still be in a relationship. If the person that you're in a relationship with doesn't accept, who you are as a person, then why are you in a relationship with them anyway? But, yeah. Beautiful person, inside and out. If you chose deck 5. Alright, deck 6. So you have fortune, strength, the world, and release. Okay, so people see you as having money, as being very strong in where you're going and having a successful direction, and that you know how to let go of things that no longer serve you. I feel like you are in a steady job where you're happy. You give off the vibe that you have everything that you need, that you don't need anything else. I also feel like you kind of give off the vibe that you can cut someone off like that. Kind of like I feel like you have many friends, but they're more like surface friends, and if they no longer serve you, you kind of just disappear from their lives. But people see you as successful, rich, powerful. They see you as having the world, and they see you as someone who knows when to move on from a situation that's no longer serving them. So even if you don't have money and even if you don't feel strong, that's how people are perceiving you. That's what you're putting out there, right? All right, 7. You have oppression with the star in reverse, with the sun, with ego. Okay, so this tells me that you give off kind of I feel like you give off the vibe of being You're very logical. I feel like you go off the vibe of being very logical, maybe a little bit too much trapped in your own head. I feel like you're kind of caught in a fantasy a little bit, and you feel stuck in your own mind. Like you feel like you have, all these plans that you want to put into action, but your ego keeps getting in the way. Like you put out a vibe that I'm getting a very kind of woe is me type almost. Kind of someone who has all these big plans and has them in their head, but then but lets their fear stop them from moving forward. Like I feel like if you would just let go of your fear and go for it, you would have some positive outcomes. Stop fearing, stop putting out fear, stop projecting fear and oppression and woe is me and I can't do this, and stop staying stuck in your head with all of these ideas of what you want to do with your life and actually start making them happen. Kind of get out of that woe is me mindset. For sure, because you have all the tools available to create the life that you want for yourself. It's all a matter of mindset. You want that new job? Go apply for that new job. And then if they don't call you, call every single day and say, hi, I put in an application and I want to know the status. Hi, I put in an application and I want to know the status. If they keep blowing you off, and really want that job, just keep going back for it and put it out there that you want it, that you already have it. Act like you already have it. And the universe will bring it to you. And if they don't bring you that exact job, they'll bring you a job similar that will meet your needs. But you got to stop being afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to take risks. All right. 8. Okay, so you got beginnings in reverse with judgment, with justice, with the dreamer. Oh, so you got the Fool twice. Wow. Okay. But one's in reverse and one's upright. But you got the Fool twice. Okay, so what you're putting out there, I feel like what you're putting out there is balance. Because you have it's like a circle, right? And in between you have the Judgment card with Justice. So I feel like what you're putting out there is karma. A balanced karma. I feel like you're the kind of person that always tries to do what's right, no matter the consequences. I feel like you're someone who has dreams of this world being a better place and dreams about how you can fix it, about how you can help people climb to a higher vibrational level so that we can raise the world so you could raise the world's vibration with others, right? I feel like you very strongly believe in karma because you have Judgment and Justice together, and they're very similar cards, and then you have the Fool twice. So you're not scared of completely starting your life over from scratch. You're not scared to take that leap because you know that the universe has your back, right? You're the kind of person that goes after what they want, what they believe in, what they believe is fair and true. You're not someone who's going to sit there and watch someone be bullied and not say anything. You're not that type of person. You're not going to sit there and let an injustice happen in front of you. You just won't. But you're not scared to stand up for what you believe in You're not scared to go after your dreams. You're not scared to, start a new life if your old life is no longer serving you. I'm getting very Scorpio energy here. So some of you might be a Scorpio or have Scorpio in your chart. But yeah, overall, that's a really good, wow. I like that. How good. Oh, man. Hello. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's get back to it. You chose deck 9. We got tradition with the world in reverse, with the moon, with renewal. Okay, so I feel like you're someone who has many layers to you. Like, you like to portray yourself as a very traditional person, someone who kind of does the same thing over and over and over again, but like secretly you wish you could be someone else. I feel like you want to break free of whatever role you've been put into. Like, say you're a single stay-at-home mom. You feel like inside you want to be like a rock star, or do something different inside, but you're putting off the vibe that you're very traditional, you're very by the book, you like order, you don't thrive very well in chaos, but I feel like you have a secret desire to reinvent yourself, to kind of break out of the mold, to be seen as someone who doesn't always do what they're supposed to do, someone who longs to be who they truly are inside. I feel like you're putting off the vibe that you're trapped. You're trapped in this mindset of being who everyone expects you to be, and you don't know how to be who you truly are because you fear rejection. You fear people aren't going to understand who you are if you show your true colors. You're one of those people that does what's expected of you because you're constantly looking for validation from other people. So kind of get out of that. Other people's opinions don't fucking matter. Your opinion matters. If you don't want to be a stay-at-home mom anymore, then find a job, find a babysitter, and don't be a stay-at-home mom. If you want to be a stay-at-home mom, but you're like working a 9 to 5, then find something you're good at to make money with on the side and be a stay-at-home mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, be who you really want to be. Don't project yourself as something you're not, just to please other people. Like if you're a vegetarian and one of your friends isn't, and you're at a party and there's no vegetarian food, like, but you're hungry, and your friend's like, oh, well, it's just one time, you can just do this. Don't feel pressured to eat a fucking sausage if you don't want to. Get in your car and go get a salad. Stand up for what you believe in. Be true to who you are. You don't have to please other people all the time. That's not this. You're not going to be happy if you can't please everybody, right? You can't. It's just impossible because so many people want so many different things. If you do what other people expect of you, you're just going to make yourself unhappy. Why do you want to make yourself unhappy? All right. Sorry. If you chose pile 10. You have fertility in reverse, which is the high priestess, transformation, which is death in the traditional tarot. You have the lovers with the wheel. Okay, so I'm getting a very I'm getting a vibe that you guys very much put off the vibe, a mother vibe. I'm getting a very a motherly vibe, a wifey vibe, someone who's happy taking care of other people. You're perfectly content to take care of the people that you love. You're very kind and open and warm. You're very loving. If someone that you love needs something, you're there. You're very dependable, smart. I feel like a lot of people come to you for advice because they feel like you're so understanding, because I feel like you've been through a lot of transformations in your life to get to where you are. I feel like it took a lot for you to actually move. I feel like in the past you were guarded. You know, you were a little bit guarded and kind of hidden away, but you give off a very motherly vibe. Very loving, loves to take care of people, kind, compassionate, understanding. And someone that's very true to those that they love, loyal to those that they love. If you chose 11, last one. Pardon me, so tired. Okay. You have the Sun in reverse with the Emperor or Power, Balance, and the Empress. Okay, so you're putting off the vibe. I get the feeling you give off a vibe of I know it sounds stupid, balance, because that's the balance card, but like it's right in between the Empress and the Power and the Sun. Okay, so like you have the Emperor and the Sun in reverse, right? So the Emperor, well, in this deck, Freya is the Power. Okay, so I feel like you're a very powerful person, a very happy person, but someone who knows how to balance out their masculine and feminine energies very well. I feel like you are able to say no and mean it and stick with it, but you're also open and warm and loving. Like you give off the vibe of balance, you give off the vibe that you have your whole life how you want it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're strong enough to know when to stand your ground, but you're also warm and feminine enough to know when people need help. So, hi! So, you give off a powerful vibe, right? Because Power and the Empress together, right? So I feel like you give off a beautiful, you're beautiful or handsome, very powerful, very, like motherly or fatherly, but it's a good balance. Very, very good balance. You give off the vibe of kind of go with the flow. You're strong, but you're also able to be vulnerable with people. You carry yourself well, you dress nicely, you enjoy people complimenting you. You give off the vibe of having money, but not in a snotty way, not in a show-offy way. If you were driving a car, it's probably a nice car. Or if you have, a purse, it's probably a nice purse, but you don't brag about it. You're humble enough that you don't feel the need to brag about what you have. But you work very hard for what you do have. And you're very balanced in your life. And you like to maintain that balance. And you know what? Awesome. All right. Well, that was that. I don't know if I said I was going to clarify or not, but I ended up not clarifying, huh? Sorry. I feel like I got enough details with these cards, though. I don't feel like we needed to clarify anything, really. All right. So, if this resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. Sorry it's in 2 videos. I don't know what the hell happened to my camera. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at divineguudiincetarot@gmail.com. And we'll get you set up. And love and light.